Hi class, so today we're going to be learning 4 new words. So these are words that we normally see when we're reading our books, if we're reading together as a class. And so sometimes we see words and we're like, what word is that? I'm not really familiar with it. So these are 4 words that we have chosen so that we can go ahead and put them up on our word wall. And so earlier I had all of you walk around the classroom and I saw that many of you were able to locate all the sticky notes that I had put out all throughout the class. So among those sticky notes, did y'all notice something? That's correct. We noticed that there were 4 words, specifically 4, that we were not familiar with. So the rest of the ones that we saw were the ones that we've covered in earlier weeks or last week. And so today I'm going to go ahead and start with the first word. And so actually before I begin, can anybody raise their hand and tell me what are some strategies that we use to learn our sight words? Yes, Stephanie, can you tell me? That's correct. So first we look at the word, then we say it while underlining it with our finger. Correct. Good job, Stephanie. All right, can anybody tell me another strategy that we use? Yes, Mikey? That's correct. So we use the strategy that we spell out the word letters in the word. So we look at the word and we pronounce every letter that we see that writes out the word, and we go ahead and name each letter. Correct. Thank you. Good job, Mikey. So now we have 2 more strategies. Can anybody tell me the last 2? Yes, Sarah? That's correct. We practice writing the word in the air and then on our table. So what we do is that we look at the word, then we write it out in the air, and then we practice it on our tables. That's correct. All right, so now going into the lesson. So as all of y'all can see, y'all have 4 flashcards sitting right in front of your desk. So just like me, I have the same thing. So we have the word said, we have the word have, we have the word look, and then we have the word play. So now we're gonna go ahead and get started with the first word. So I want everybody to grab the first word and set it right in front of you, okay? So does everybody have the word placed in front of your seat or on your table? Great, good job. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the word. So we see the word. So now can we place our fingers? So everybody grab your finger, all right, your index finger. Now can we place our finger at the very beginning of the word? So where's the very beginning of the word? Can somebody tell me? Yes, Stephanie? The P, correct. All right, so now we're gonna start at the P. So let's say we can say this word together. Let's say play. Can we say that again? Let's say it. Remember, follow the word with your finger. So look at the word and say play. Great, good job everybody. I love how I was able to see that everybody had their finger at the beginning and was able to follow the word all the way through. All right, so now we looked at the word and we said it by following it. So now let's move to our next step. So what's the next step that we do? Yes, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and spell out the letters in the word. So now, let's see. So can anybody tell me what the first letter is? Yes, Mikey? P, correct. P is the first letter. So I'm going to go ahead and follow with y'all. So it's P, L, A, Y. All right, can we repeat that one more time? So it's P, L, A, Y. So let's say it together now. I'll put the words together or letters together. Play. Correct. Good job, everybody. I love how y'all were all able to recognize the letters written out in the word. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to being able to write the word in the air. So remember, we use our index fingers. Once again, we use our index finger, and now we're going to write the letter play in the air. So we're going to do the letter P, the letter L, the A, and the Y. Great job. So let's practice that one more time. So we're going to do P, L, A, Y. Great job. And remember, with our Y, we want to go all the way down and do a little curve, correct? So that's great. So now let's place the word right in front of our desks. So now what we're going to do, we're going to first try to do this by writing out the word with our index finger on our table. First, we're going to do it by looking at the word, correct? And then we're going to try to challenge ourselves a little bit by not looking at the word and trying to spell it out without looking at it. So now let's practice the first one, okay? So let's look at the word play. And so everybody on your table, write the letter P, the letter L, the letter A, the letter Y. Great job. Yes, we were all able to write it all on our tables. So now let's try to flip. Let's flip let's flip our note card over with the word. And now let's go ahead and try it without looking. Let's see if we can go ahead and spell the word play without looking at it. So now we're doing, remember, what was the word first letter? P, L, A, Y. Great job, everybody. All right, so now that we've gone through all those strategies, we're going to put those into practice later on. But right now, we're going to move on to our second word. So our second word is look. So can everybody tell me what the word is? Look. All right, so now we're looking at the word, correct? We're looking at the word. So now let's remember what we do. So we look at the word, we place our index finger in the first letter, and we say the word together. Look. One more time. Look. Great job, everybody. All right, so now moving on, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do our second step. In our second step, we're going to say the letters in the word. So y'all want to begin? All right, let's see if anybody wants to volunteer in telling me the first letter in the word. Yes, Sarah. L. Good job. All right, so now that we've gotten the first letter, let's do the rest of the letters together. So we have L, O, O, K. So can we repeat that one more time? It's L, O, O, K. Look. Good job, everybody. Okay, so now on our third strategy, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and write this word out in the air. So with our index fingers, one more time, let's spell out the word look. It's L, O, O, K. The K is a little bit tricky, right? Because it requires a little bit more steps. But everybody did a great job. So let's try that one more time. It's L, O, O, K. Good job. So now let's place our word. Let's place our word in front of us. And in front of us, we're going to go ahead and write the word looking at it. And so let's write it out on our table. It's L, O, O, K. Good job. Now let's go ahead and flip our word over. Let's see if we can spell out the word without even looking at it once. All right, so let's see. I'm going to let y'all do this on your own. I'm going to be walking around and looking into making sure that y'all are doing this, and if you're able to challenge yourself a little bit. I see that everybody's doing a great job. Great. So now that we've looked over the word look, let's go ahead and take a look at our third word, and that's the word have. So with this word, we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. And so remember, let's begin at the beginning of the word, and that's the H, right? So now let's follow through, and it's have. Can y'all repeat after me? Start your finger right here. Now let's repeat it. Have. Great job. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to our next step. And our next step is to say the letters in the word. So let's begin. The letter is H. A, V, E. One more time. H, A, V, E. Great. This is a little bit more of a tough word, but y'all got it. Good job, everybody. So the word is have. All right. So now we're gonna write this letter in the this word in the air. So now let's begin. It's H, A, V, E. Have. All right. One more time. Let's do that one more time. H, A, V, E. Great job, everybody. All right, so now let's place it down like we did with the other words. Write it down on our table. It's going to be H, A, V, E. Good. One more time. But this time, remember, sorry, I forgot. Remember, we're flipping the word over. Let's try doing this without looking at the word. So let's write it out. And I see that a lot of y'all are able to do this without even looking at the word. Good job. All right. And lastly, we have our last word, and that is said. So now, let's start at the beginning, and we say it together. Said. Can y'all repeat that one more time? Said. Good job. All right. So now, let's go ahead and say the letters to the word. So the words are S, A, I, D. One more time, everybody. S, A, I, D. Good job. All right, so now we're gonna write it in the air like we've done for the other words. So it's gonna be S, A, I, D. Good job. So now let's place it down on the table and let's write it out on our tables. It's going to be S, A, I, D. Good job. All right, so for our last step, we're going to go ahead and flip over the word, and now we're going to write it out without looking. So it's going to be S, A, I, D. Good job. So I know a lot of these words are a little bit tough than the ones that we've been looking at for the past couple of weeks, but everybody did such an amazing job, and these are words that are going to be able to go up into your word walk. So after reviewing the sight words with the students, I went ahead and created an activity where I took the 4 words that we reviewed, and so I placed them as target words. So I placed the words with 3 other words that kind of look similar to it, and something that would kind of confuse the students if they were to look at it and they'd be like, this kind of looks like the word, but I don't know. And so I placed these 3 words with look, and so the student must listen to the target word. So I would read out each word to them. And so I'm like, okay, let's see which word it is. Like I would read out the word look. And so they would go over to the board, and so they would have to select the correct word that matches the spoken word. And so I just think this is a great activity for students to kind of show their skills of like their understanding of the words that they've recently learned. And if they hear them, they're also able to see and match it to one that is written on the board. Thank you.